I'm checking out a new spot today that I did some research on. It should be a good area. I'm hoping for artillery shells. There wasn't a lot of fighting in this area, but there was a spot where there was a retreat and they set up on the hills right here. A little bit of artillery work for like 3 or 4 hours. But there could be a shell in here. Artillery shell. This is my first signal that I dug. It was a nice big old can. I think it's probably a propane can. Kind of the shape of an artillery shell. It ain't one though. I don't have super high hopes for this spot, but I do have hopes. I mean, I was here and it wasn't thrown up on the bank by some other digger. Oh well, we'll see what we do. I promise I won't keep doing this to you guys, but I had a really good high squeaker, and I'm not really expecting, you know, relics per se in here because it was just some artillery work. But I just found this. This is a, do you know what it is? It's a flashlight. Old school, made out of copper. That's pretty cool, isn't it? But it's not a belt buckle. Actually, I thought it might be an artillery fuse because a lot of the fuses are made out of brass, so they sound really good. Some are made out of pewter or lead, so they don't sound quite as good, but this definitely sounded better than a can. I was reading in the 90s, that's why I dug it. I'm not going to dig any cans in here, unless I start finding relics. This is my first really solid piece of iron. I have no idea what it is. It's been in the river for a long time, but I can't say that it's Civil War era. I mean, this could be 1920 or 1980. Well, it's not 1980, but you know what I mean. Getting closer though. That was a good signal, and it wasn't dug yet, so that's a good sign. Although it didn't really sound like a shell, it sounded like it could have been a piece of one. Civil War bowl or headlamp to some type of old car. I think it's a headlamp to an old car. Great signal, coppery, but not a belt buckle. No iron yet either, you know, good iron. Well, I wasn't really expecting rain, but it's raining. I guess we're gonna go ahead and stay out as long as it doesn't get really juicy with the electricity. I haven't heard any thunder at all. Still digging a lot of junk, but I think we're in a good area, so I'm gonna keep going for a while. I love it. Don't you? I'm starting to think I would rather have it sunny. Well, hopefully this will pass before long and it won't get too muddy. Well, I think I can safely say we didn't get skunked today. Didn't get an artillery shell, but I do believe we have a musket. I just grabbed it with a pick and pulled it up. I haven't actually pulled it out of the water yet because I know it's a musket and I wanted to share it with you. I think it's a musket. Yeah, it's a musket. Looky, that's a Civil War musket, I think. Well, let's put it this way. It's got a hammer on it. Let's go into water and look at it first. I haven't pulled it up yet. Yeah, that's a musket. Yeah, when I was looking at it, I thought it might be like a shotgun or something, you know, with a percussion shotgun with the hammers. But considering it's got a big old bayonet sticking out of the end of it, that's really awesome. Oh my, look at that. Most of the wood's gone, but I'm not going to complain. Look at that baby. I think we're just laying there too. I mean, just laying there. Wow. Isn't that cool? That is freaking awesome. There's no telling what could be in here, huh? That's awesome, man. I'm so glad that we came here. I almost didn't, you know, I'm thinking we might find an artillery shell if we get lucky. I never expected to find a musket. We'll start digging everything. Wow. Awesome, dude. That's cool. We'll have to look and see if the ramrod and the butt plate is still here. It's could have washed down from way above too, who knows. Oh, that's sweet. That's just really awesome. I'm going to go ahead and get you guys in on the rest of this hunt right here. Because I'm looking for, of course, the ramrod and the butt plate and anything else that might be in here. Now, My very next signal in the exact same spot is a leg-hold animal trap. Probably, get back here, you. Probably still works too. Not very well, but anyway, let's go ahead and listen together and see what we can hear. Wait. All right, take headphones off. You ready? On that musket right here by this log, right where I'm standing. Let's just listen to hear what's here. More iron. Oh, big iron. That could be musket iron right there. This is cool. All right, you ready? Let's try this big piece first. We'll just dig a couple pieces together. I don't really have you set up right for this, but okay. Right here. Get back here, you. Sorry about that. Feeling around with a magnet. Not feeling it. Tell you what, I'm gonna have to turn you off because you're gonna float away anyway. And it might, I think this is buried, so I'm gonna have to dig some. I'll show you. So got a non-ferrous signal right where the musket was. I went ahead and dug it. I wish I'd brought my face mask with me today, but I always thought we were going to be looking for artillery shells, and I dug a bullet. But it's not a Civil War bullet. This is a modern, post-Civil War anyway, some type of bullet. It's lead. But yeah, I just thought I'd show that to you. Digging a lot of junk here, fence wire and stuff still. But you know, we haven't gone very much further up past the work on that musket. Haven't found the butt plate yet. It could have rotted off 100 yards upstream though, and been deposited up there. So we'll work our way up that direction. Got a super loud high squeaker. And I was hoping it was a belt buckle. I didn't turn the camera on because I didn't want to jinx myself. And guess what? It's not a belt buckle. It's a big old doorknob. I don't know how old it is. Maybe this is a dump or something. Maybe that was Grandpa's musket they threw out. Pretty cool doorknob though. It's brass. All right, we'll get back at it. This might turn into an awesome place. Looky, it's a bullet. And it's dropped. That's a nice one right there. You know, if there's one, there's gonna probably be more. And considering there's a musket there, who knows what else is here. We might be in the middle of a honey hole. A good old honey hole. Oh, we got 2 relics so far, so we have a way to go before we're in the honey hole. This was a nice screamer too, and it was actually kind of deep in the mud. Looks like a modern mayonnaise jar lid or something. I don't know. It's probably not mayonnaise, but it's modern, post-war. So it's just got an old railroad spike. I don't know if this is from the railroad that they were guarding. Looks like it might be post-war, but I don't know my spikes very well. Do you? I don't know. Just dug another animal trap right where I dug that spike, that railroad spike. And I thought I'd just let you listen. Sounds like there's quite a bit of iron in this little spot, but kind of small though, isn't it? Well, I'll see what that is together. Been digging a lot of wire too. The railroad's not too far up the river here, so I imagine the spikes are going to get thicker as we go along. Yeah, I'll have to dig to get that, whatever that is. Might be a little nail there though. Just found a really neat pulley. I guess that's off a barn or something. That's probably like a hay pulley that you have in a barn. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. This must be an old dumping area, I reckon. Hope they dumped some good Confederate belt buckles too. Maybe a cannonball for us. We'll find out, won't we? I found another one of those doorknobs. That makes 2. Kind of pretty. Wonder how old they are. Still getting a lot of junk though, aren't we? But we got the musket. That's awesome. Well, we're either getting ready to get a big storm or it's getting dark, but it is sure it's getting dark. So I think I'm gonna have to be heading out of here. I'm gonna go up just a little bit further. I just dug a fired mini ball, so I'm reluctant to leave, but I think we're gonna have to do that. And I dug another one of these pulleys. So I've got a couple of pulleys now and that beautiful musket. and some other stuff in there. We'll give it a couple more minutes, but I think there must be a big storm coming because it's not that late. Don't hear any thunder though. That's a good sign. Well, speak of the devil, here comes the rain. Look, here it comes. Starting there. See it? Isn't that funny? It's raining there, but it's not raining here. It's way too dark for the time of day. All right, let's get back at it. Well, guys, I guess I'm going to go ahead and call it quits because it's really been raining for a while now, and it's getting kind of chilly. I'll show you one more time some of the stuff we've been finding. You'll get that beautiful old musket there that we're going to get cleaned up. A bunch of other junk in there. It's a bullet or two, but I'm not going to get them out of the bag. Let's just go ahead and hit the road. You can see it's starting to get muddy across the river there. So that means there's going to be a lot of gross stuff getting washed in from the rain. So we've got 3 Civil War relics, 2 bullets and a musket. We'll see you on the next one. We'll be back, don't worry.
She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity.